You're watching Good Day Siouxland with Nick Wilson and meteorologist Ethan Foreman. From KCAU 9 News, this is Good Day Siouxland.
Well, good morning. It's 6:45 on this Thursday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
And I'm Ethan Foreman.
And obviously the big news right now is that snow that we've been seeing. How's it looking out there?
Yeah, the snow has started to wind down across most of Siouxland, but the roads are still slick nonetheless. So make sure you're slowing down out there. And if you can, I would recommend doubling your commute time if possible. Port Neal Welding Company camera shows that we see quiet conditions in downtown Sioux City now, but still seeing that snow on the ground. Even in Ottawa, still seeing some partially to completely covered roads out there, but they have improved immensely over the last hour or two as road crews are working hard to try to improve those roads for us. Temperatures out there are sitting in the 20s for most of the regions, some teens up to the north as we see some clearing, but that's going to feel warm compared to a couple days from now as we don't even see high temperatures reach that. And you can see that there's still some light snow occurring in eastern Crawford, Sac, and into Calhoun County, so make sure you're still slowing down out there as we still have partially to completely covered roads through most of Siouxland, and we'll have more details on our website as well, SiouxlandProud.com. Winter weather advisory is still in place for Monona, Harrison, and Crawford counties, but outside of our viewing area, that's a snow squall warning that they have out there. Certainly some heavy snow right outside of our viewing area. More details on how much more we could see for this weekend in your full forecast.
Well, here in Siouxland, some folks kicked off the new year by getting in touch with nature. More than a dozen people took part in the first day hike at Stone State Park yesterday morning. While the temperature was on the colder side, hikers appreciated the sun and clear trails. We spoke with a hiker who told us there are plenty of reasons to take part in this event.
It's a great motivator for the new year. Get out and burn some of those calories that you might put on, and also enjoy your local resource. Stone Park is a beautiful place to hike and enjoy.
Snyder previously served as the Education Program Director at the Dorothy Pico Nature Center. And it wasn't just in Siouxland that hikers hit the trails to mark the new year. Up in Sioux Falls, about 300 people made their way to Good Earth State Park to take part in that park's first day hike. Attendees traveled along the park's North Trail for about a mile. Park officials say they hope the event helps people start the new year off by building a healthy habit. And they add the influence goes far beyond the Siouxland estates.
Started back in 1992, and then about 2012 it went national, and South Dakota has been a part of it ever since. And so at State Park nationwide, you can go out and take your first day hike.
Hikers at Good Earth also got to check out the park's new metal bison statues. Of course, you don't have to wait for an organized event like the first day hikes to check out your own local state parks. Well, it's Thursday morning, and that means it's once again time for Celebrating the Nines.
Yeah, we have a couple number 9 birthdays to celebrate this week, so let's get started. First up is Charlie, who turned 9 years old back on December 29th. Happy birthday, Charlie.
And then we have our winner for this week, Greg Steenbach, who will turn 69 here in a few days on January 6th. Greg has won a 4-pack of day passes to the Launchpad Children's Museum in Sioux City, courtesy of the museum. Congratulations and happy birthday.
If you want to celebrate your 9s with us next week, it's easy. Just go to SiouxlandProud.com and click on Celebrating the 9s under the contest tab to enter by Tuesday, January 7th at noon. Next week's prize will come from Pizza Ranch.
Certainly some great prizes.
Absolutely.
Now it's time we meet today's Stray of the Day. Every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue who's waiting to go home.
That's right, and this is Mitch, a 9 to 12-month-old male Labrador mix that weighs about 60 pounds. He was found on the 2600 block of Pierce Street. The rescue says he's a quiet and shy guy who warms up to new people pretty quickly. Mitch is available for adoption now.
And if you've lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption, then you can visit the rescue's website, go to SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. Well, we were talking earlier how Mitch maybe didn't look super thrilled in that photo, but at least he's not out there in the snow. My dogs handle the snow all right, but I know some pets not a fan of it.
Yeah, and definitely looks a little shy in that photo, and many of us are going to feel shy about the snow today that we see across the area. I know I'm a little shy about these road conditions. I don't like these road conditions at all, but unfortunately we have some partially to completely covered roads out there, so you'll want to make sure to give yourself plenty of extra time this morning, and if you can, even double that morning commute. Satellite and radar does show that that snow is starting to exit the region, but we do still see a little bit of snow lingering in parts of Crawford, Sac, Calhoun and Pocahontas counties, so make sure to slow down out there. Visibilities are still not the best in areas like Ida Grove, stretch toward the Rockwell City and Sac City areas, and then also a little bit of fog trying to develop just southwest of Tacoma, and then also toward Neely, where there's actually a dense fog advisory in Holt County just outside of our viewing area. Stormcast shows that we see those snow chances starting to wind down this morning. May even see some clearing take place for the middle part of the day, but clouds filter right back in tonight as we see temperatures dropping down pretty seasonal into the low 10s across the area. And then as we headed to the weekend, we see our next storm system start to arrive as we see some more widespread snow accumulation once again. However, looks like the heaviest snow is going to stay just to our south and west outside of our viewing area as totals have continued to push further and further away from us. However, still going to be seeing some of those lighter totals across Siouxland, so could see some similar road conditions on Sunday compared to what we're seeing this morning. So certainly going to be watching this very carefully as we get closer, and we'll start to see those conditions wind down into Monday. We still have winter weather advisories in effect for Monona, Crawford, and Harrison counties through noon, but I suspect this will get expired early. However, even just outside of our viewing area in Carroll County, that's where they have a snow squall warning. That means it's coming down at a very heavy rate, in some cases as much as 2 inches or more per hour. So make sure if you have friends out there that they stay safe out there today. And those snowfall amounts looking like we won't see much additional more today. This is what's already fallen for the most part, but then we add another inch or so as we head into the upcoming weekend and could see some higher totals to the south. Your 9-on-9 forecast showing that we see those temperatures in the teens. The rest of your 9-on-9 forecast coming up at the end of the show.
Well, now we turn to sports, where there was plenty of bowl game action to go around, and the matchups are not over just yet. Alyssa Tatch has the highlights right here in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. Yesterday's New Year's Day was packed with some thrilling college football playoff games, starting off with Texas and Arizona State in the Peach Bowl, second matchup in history between the Longhorns and the Sun Devils. Texas got the better of ASU back in 2007 in the Holiday Bowl. Arizona State quarterback Scadaboo coming out to play. Scadaboo had nearly 300 total yards, 42 on this touchdown pass to Malik McClain. Arizona State would tie the game at 24. After a bad targeting no call on Texas, Longhorns can win it with a field goal off the upright. Overtime now needed. In the overtime, Scadaboo refuses to stop short of the goal line, just rolls on in for the 6th. 4th and 13th, Arizona State about to win when Quinn Ewers hits Matthew Golden for the clutch touchdown. Sam Leavitt later gets picked, and that ends it. Texas survives an all-out effort from Arizona State, 39-31 in double overtime. Rose Bowl action, Ohio State and Oregon. Ducks took the victory over the Buckeyes earlier this season by 1, and it was all Buckeyes from the bat. A minute in, Will Howard to Jeremiah Smith in space, and Smith is off to the races, 45 yards to pay, and it's 7-0 Buckeyes. And after the Buckeyes defense forces a 3-and-out, first play for the offense, Trayvon Henderson goes 66 yards to the house. That made it 31-0 Buckeyes, give the Ducks their only loss of the season in the quarterfinals. Ohio State advances with the 41-21 win. They will face Texas in the Cotton Bowl January 10th. Great bowl play action yesterday, but one face-off had to be delayed in response to Wednesday morning's deadly truck attack in New Orleans, just a mile from the Superdome. Sugar Bowl CEO Jeff Hundley announced that the quarterfinal game between Notre Dame and Georgia would be postponed for 24 hours. The Sugar Bowl committee says the postponement will allow for additional security resources to be implemented to ensure the safety of both teams and fans, and so the Sugar Bowl can continue to be the first-class event it has been for over 90 years.
We have been in consultation with ESPN, with the College Football Playoff, with the Southeastern Conference, with the University of Georgia, with Notre Dame, all parties, and all agree that it's in the best interest of everybody and public safety that we postpone the game for 24 hours. Work is fast about to set up a safe and efficient and fun environment for tomorrow night.
The Bulldogs and Fighting Irish will take the field at the Superdome today at 3 p.m. And that's a look at sports. Have a great day, Siouxland.
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories, what you need to know before you go. Authorities are investigating a stabbing that took place in downtown Sioux City overnight. One person is in the hospital this morning as a result of that stabbing. The incident took place at the Phoenix Apartments at 10th and Pierce Street. Police received the call just after 2:30 this morning. When they arrived, they found a male victim who had been stabbed. The victim was transported to a local hospital. His condition has not been released at this time. No arrests have been made so far, and the incident is still under investigation. Meanwhile, with parts of Siouxland seeing a decent amount of snowfall overnight, you'll probably want to give yourself a little extra time on your drive to work today. When there's snow on the road, it's a good idea to slow down and keep extra distance between yourself and other vehicles. Give yourself plenty of time to slow down when you need to come to a stop. Don't forget to pack an emergency kit with things like water, blankets, and a cell phone charger. And of course, keep an eye out for snowplows and give them plenty of space as they work. And plus, with today's snowfall, some Siouxland schools will have late starts. That includes the Galva-Holstein and Lawton-Bronson Community School Districts. To find the full list anytime, just head over to our website, SiouxlandProud.com. And meanwhile, if your list of New Year's resolutions includes heading to the gym, fitness experts have some advice on how to make sure your healthy new habit can stick around. Experts say one of the biggest pitfalls people run into when setting fitness resolutions is setting their expectations too high. It may be exciting to picture yourself showing up to the gym every day, but the reality is you'll be quick to burn out and may stop going entirely. Experts say there's nothing wrong with building up to more challenging goals, but when you're first starting out, you need to start simple.
So I'd recommend setting the goal, if you're not working out, maybe start with 3 days a week. And that's a more realistic goal that you're going to be able to do. And the truth of that is, let's say you set the goal of working out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, let's say you do Monday, and then Wednesday comes around and life gets hectic. Guess what? You miss Wednesday, you can still now get Thursday in there and finish strong with 3 days a week.
Experts also recommend telling some trusted friends or family members about your resolutions. They can help keep you accountable for sticking to your goals. Well, finally, another New Year's resolution that's gaining popularity is called Dry January. It involves going through the entire month of January without any alcoholic beverages, which for some folks can make for a good break after the excess of the holidays. Important to note, Dry January can be helpful for moderate drinkers, but medical experts say going cold turkey is not recommended for heavy drinkers. In that case, the best way to start is by talking to your doctor. Well, one last check on that forecast. What do we need to know for today?
Yeah, some very slick roads out there, but they will slowly start to improve throughout the day. If you missed our road conditions update, you can always check our website, siouxlandproud.com/weather/road-conditions for those updates. 29 degrees for that high today as we see a little bit of afternoon clearing. A low of 12 tonight as we see some partly cloudy, quiet and cold conditions. Some snow moves back into the forecast for the weekend before we see highs only in the teens next week. Another snow chance by next Thursday, January 9th.
We'll keep checking to see how those weekend conditions look, but overall, decent snowy start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.